or Cobb and Swain Insurance Agency in Hazelhurst at 912-375-2520.
Hello, my name is Chad Neesmith from Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC of Jesup. At Neesmith, we have the biggest inventory of new and used vehicles around. We also have the best prices guaranteed. We know everyone wants the best vehicle at the best price. At Neesmith, we'll give you just that. We sell all makes and models from Lexuses, Nissans, BMWs, and of course all GM and domestic cars too. Best of all, if we don't have the vehicle on the lot you want, we can get it for you in just a day or two, tops. All we ask at Neesmith is before you buy to give us a chance to save you some money. We will have the best prices and give you the most for your trade guaranteed. So don't pay too much. Come and see us today and let us show you how we can get you into the vehicle you want at the lowest price guaranteed. Only at Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC of Jesup on Highway 341 towards New Brunswick, or visit us online at neesmithnow.com. That's neesmithnow.com, or at 912-427-2045. There ain't nothing wrong with the right price.
Hi, my name is Garrett Pye. I'm a physical therapist at Smart Physical Therapy. Physical therapy is a conservative approach to a healthy and pain-free living. Here at Smart, you are guaranteed one-on-one time every visit, every day. I, Garrett Pye, specialize in headaches, vertigo, and advanced manual therapy skills to address any soft tissue or joint-related pain. Whether it's your back, neck, knee, foot, ankle, doesn't matter. Come see me, Garrett Pye at Smart Physical Therapy. We are located at 1251 South 1st Street, next door to David O'Keefe Storage Buildings. Please call Smart Physical Therapy at 912-559-2071 and ask for me, Garrett Pye. Again, the phone number is 912-559-2071. And remember, it's your choice on which facility you choose, so call or come by Smart Physical Therapy today.
Smart Physical Therapy, located in Jesup at 1251 South 1st Street. Give them a call at 912-559-2071.
The Boys and Girls Club of the Omaha area has no power due to the effects of Hurricane Matthew. We will be closed on Monday, October the 10th. We'll resume our regular schedule as soon as possible. Stay tuned to WIFO and check our Facebook page for updates on when we expect to reopen. Please call Martin Weathers at 404-729-5297 or Elaine Rentz at 912-202-6568 if you have further questions. Thank you.
Local news on WIFO.
It's time now for a look at the latest in local news. Quickly, schools in Wayne County already closed today. As scheduled, but School Superintendent Jay Brinson's already announced that no school will take place on Tuesday in Wayne County. So schools are closed Tuesday as well for both students and teachers. Teachers expect to report today. Students are off. Again, repeating, no school in Wayne County Monday or Tuesday. Board of Education meeting Tuesday still scheduled. We'll have more on that later. Big story of the weekend, Hurricane Matthew arrived Friday and Saturday morning in Wayne County. Did what the Emergency Management Director, Donnie Ray, stated all last week would do. That's bring heavy wind and rain, destroy power lines and trees, and leave many without power for days, and many in Wayne County still without power. Could still be days before that power is restored. They state half the county still without power as of this morning. Work began early Saturday morning examining the damage, beginning the work of cleaning up and restoring power to many, trying to get things back to normal, but Saturday morning was far from normal, and Friday night was a scary night as Hurricane Matthew made its way up the Georgia coast and made its presence known in Wayne County. Here was the initial direction of EMA Director Donnie Ray as I talked to him early Saturday morning as he and his crews began assessing the damage. Here, Donnie Ray, EMA Director, after the morning of the hurricanes came through, and Donnie, damage pretty bad here in Wayne County.
It's pretty severe. We had a whole lot higher winds than what we was expecting. We actually had some gusts over 75 miles an hour. So at this time, we know we have probably close to 300 trees down. Last time I counted, I think it was 16 roads, and I lost count of how many houses we got trees on. We hadn't got to them yet.
How about the good news? No fatalities?
Good news, no fatalities. We did have 2 injuries.
Yeah, I know there's a close call in Scriven. Tell us about that.
That was a close call. I had a tree fall on the trailer with a young gentleman in there. He was pinned under it, and they got him out, but I was told this morning he has been released from the hospital. And we also had some injuries on Bethlehem Road. Somebody ran into a tree on Bethlehem Road and had minor injuries, a car accident.
So now it's all about trying to get the city back in order, the county back in order, but the word, I guess, is going to be patience. People have to be patient. It could be a while before power is restored. Is that correct?
Correct. And we got 75% of Wayne County does not have power. All downtown looks like they don't have any, but 75% of Wayne County does not have power.
Anybody listen, what can they do to help? Is there anything anybody can do to help?
Right now, we're just asking them to stay inside. Let us do our job. Let the road department's doing great. We have all the volunteer firemen out, the sheriff's office, the police department, all the road departments are out cutting trees. There are a lot of power lines down, so we're urging everybody to stay inside that we can get all that fixed.
Okay, Donnie, hats off to you and your staff again. I know it was a busy night, wild and crazy night. A lot of people, like myself, said if we had to do it over again, we probably would have got out of here. I wasn't anticipating that.
I wasn't either. They kept changing it by the minute. That was a roller coaster ride the whole time.
Okay, Donnie, thanks.
Thank you.
Once again, the cleanup process is underway. Patience is the key word. Reminder, the EMA advised voluntary evacuation for all Wayne County and those without power. That was one reason for the evacuation, as it may take days before that power is back on at your residence. Again, they're asking for patience throughout this process. Wayne County fortunate that no one lost their lives. 6 people in Georgia and North Carolina. Not as fortunate, as 3 people died in Georgia, 3 more in Carolina due to the storm. 2 of the deaths were in Bullock County. Both were from falling trees, one onto a car, another into a mobile home. Authorities in Chatham County are investigating the cause of the 3rd death in Georgia, possibly also from a fallen tree. North Carolina Governor Pat McCrory at Saturday's press conference stated that 2 of the deaths in the state involved a submerged vehicle. The 3rd involved a car that hydroplaned. Hurricane Matthew made landfall as a Category 1 hurricane Saturday morning southeast of McClellanville, South Carolina, that from the National Hurricane Center. And we talked with officials today. Here are a few important notes that they would like to get across to everyone that is listening. If you do not have power, they ask that you make certain that all appliances are turned off and unplugged, as when the power gets turned back on, there's a power surge, and 2 house fires occurred yesterday because of this situation. Also, the biggest problem is people out sightseeing and getting in the way of workers out trying to clean up the problem areas. Word from the EMA is if you do not have to be out and about, they ask you please stay home, because they state all you're doing is causing issues with the EMA people and the DOT. They state if you're not helping. So again, this morning they state about half of the county residents are still without power, and again, they're working on that issue as fast as they can possibly get to everyone. All the downtown Jesup still without power from Cherry Street all the way to McDonald's, no power. The jury trial for this week at Wayne County's courthouse has been canceled due to the power issue. Again, no court this week, so if you have a jury summons for Tuesday, just know that there is no court this week. Again, the murder trial with Troy Simmons on trial once again has to be set for a different date. No word yet on how the hurricane has affected Wednesday's grand opening of Piggly Wiggly, but as soon as we get in touch with the Thompsons and receive that information, we'll pass that information along. Again, many roads were washed out and impassable from the storm. Many of those roads remain that way. Don't have a list at this time, hoping to get that today from EMA, but after Friday's storm, the following roads were washed out and impassable. Beverly Road at Post Road, impassable. Old Hortense Road from Highway 301 to Oil Well Road was impassable. Plank Road off Holmesville Road impassable, 500 block of Plantation Road impassable, Post Road and 10 Mile Road completely washed out, parts of Wire Road 6 to 7 miles washed out, Williamsburg Landing washed out, Aiken Road off Highway 341 was underwater and impassable after the storm. We'll come back with more news right after this word from our sponsor, other commercial messages, so please stay tuned.
The Trademark wants to prepare you for hunting season this fall. Not only do we carry guns and ammo, the Trademark carries a variety of deer food plot mixes along with lime and fertilizer. We also have a 20% deer pellet for your deer feeders. And of course, the Trademark has deer corn. Are you planting a garden this fall? The Trademark can help you with that as well. So come by and see us at the Trademark, 3689 Savannah Highway in Jesup, or call us at 427-6966. That's 427-6966. Garden to guns at the Trademark.
We have job openings for professionals in internet sales as well as general sales assistants. Great jobs working with and for great people. Apply in person to Dwayne Davis or Brad Tootin at Woody Folsom Automotive, Baxley. Like Woody says, talk to us. Now for some supersizing. Hey, we're supersizing savings on select 16 Malibus. 16% off MSRP. We're supersizing savings on select 16 Silverado crew cabs. Save up to $10,000 today.
The 17 Silverados are here, and we're giving supplier pricing on them. Save up to $7,000. Save nearly $11,000 on Corvette Stingrays. Yeah, baby. Y'all come, we'll pop a deal on it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Better get to Baxley and do's it, two's it.
Find new roads. Find 341 West in Baxley, GA. Find your way to Chevrolet at Woody Folsom Automotive. Nobody sells Chevy, Buick, GM, GMC or used cars for less.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
At First Southern Bank, we understand that banking is more than deposits and withdrawals. It's about helping our customers achieve their financial dreams. From savings and college fund accounts to small business and real estate investment loans, we have the knowledge and experience to help you make the right decision. Visit First Southern Bank today and see how we can help you dream big and accomplish your financial goals. To learn more, visit firstsoutherngA.com. First Southern Bank, investing in you since 1907. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Other news, a lot of areas around us also affected by the hurricane. Georgia Governor Nathan Deal was in a press conference Sunday down on the airport at the Brunswick Golden Isle, stating that they're blocking every return of residents of Glenn County and turning thousands away Saturday. The aftermath of the hurricane was a cause of the communication breakdown. Deal said there was some confusion about when it was appropriate to return. He said the reason they returned away is the inspection of the bridges and the roads had not been completed at that time. That was the reason for not opening it up earlier. Deal said a return to the area should not have been allowed until all bridges and roads could be inspected by the Georgia Department of Transportation. Deal said obviously it was an inconvenience. We apologize for that inconvenience. Thousands of Glenn County residents attempted to return Saturday afternoon after Glenn County announced it was lifting its mandatory evacuation notice. They were not allowed east of I-95, though. Georgia State troopers blocked their access because the state's mandatory evacuation notice had not been lifted. The blockade included members of the media staying at a hotel visible from where troopers were stationed who were invited by local officials to a press conference at the Glenn County Public Safety Complex. The blockade continued even after Glenn County's evacuation notice had been lifted because the state had not yet lifted the notice. Deal said the state's mandatory evacuation notice for all mainland areas was to be lifted at 5 p.m. Sunday. All Glenn County interstate exits had been opened as of Saturday evening. Georgia Emergency Management Agency said Saturday it was okay to open the area, prompting the local official response. Then they had to recant the statement. In the affected areas, Deal said 180 bridges were inspected by the DOT Saturday, and all were deemed safe. State of Florida and South Carolina, also impacted by Matthew, cleared all bridges and roads so far earlier in the day Saturday. The delay in Glenn County took 7 hours to be cleared up following the local order to reopen the mainland. Deal says obviously we would like to have avoided the confusion, but in the future we'll try to make sure we coordinate with everybody appropriately, but we are taking precautions. Sometimes the deaths and the injuries that occur after a hurricane are greater than those that occurred during the hurricane. I think that we should always err on the side of caution, and that was the reason. As for their confusion impacting the effectiveness of future evacuations, Deal says if we don't have another one until another 100 years, I think maybe the message will be forgotten by then. Says I don't think one miscommunication indicates that there's a major breakdown by any stretch of the imagination. It was clarified as quickly as possible. Deal believes one communication error should not taint what he said was an appropriate and signed response. Deal says to begin to nitpick and be a Monday morning quarterback does not serve any of us very well. He says he hopes they will not see much of that. He made assurances local officials have the final word on when barrier islands like St. Simons and Jekyll Island would reopen. Glenn County Commission Chairman Richard Strickland says St. Simons Island and Sea Island have water and sewer issues that must be addressed before residents can return. A boil water advisory has been issued for anyone who may still be on St. Simons Island. He says they have raw sewage in the streets, so it's a public safety hazard. He says we cannot let people back in at this time. We'd rather be safe than sorry when it comes to those issues that we have on St. Simons that did not have on the mainland yesterday. Georgia Power and the Brunswick Glen Joint Water Sewer Commission are working diligently to resolve the issues. Again, they say it's been 118 years. We may make some mistakes, but we're going to learn from those mistakes, and we're going to do it better. Again, the hurricane of Matthew size blew through the area back in 1898. Deal arrived at the press conference in a helicopter had taken an aerial tour of the affected areas in coastal Georgia. He said the damage, as seen from the air, did not appear to be as bad as once predicted. Still, he asked coastal residents to be patient as the cleanup begins because it will not be easy. He said that as of early Sunday morning, there will be still 270,000 Georgia Powers without, or 270,000 Georgia Power customers still without power as of today. We'll be back with some final news notes after this word from our sponsor and other commercial messages, so please stay tuned.
The Trade Mart wants to remind you fall is approaching fast. That means hunting season is almost here. Need a hunting rifle or ammo? We've got it. The Trade Mart carries a complete line of deer food plot mixes, fall garden seed, lime, and fertilizer. So come see us at the Trade Mart this fall for all your hunting and planting needs. 3689 Savannah Highway in Jesup, or call us at 427-6966. That's 427-6966. We've got what you need at the Trademark. Garden Lagoons.
This is Charles Huffman at Jesup Housing Outlet. If you haven't been to Jesup Housing Outlet lately, you're missing out on a large selection of new and exciting floor plans from the nation's top manufacturers like Clayton, Fleetwood, Scott Built, and Homes of Merit. All of our homes feature modern kitchens and appliances, R60 and higher insulation values, thermopane windows, and energy-efficient heat pumps. We have 2 locations to serve you, 2452 Savannah Highway in Jesup and Highway 301 South between I-16 and the bypass in Statesboro. Come see Charles, Faye, or Sherida today.
Title sponsor Mike Birch Ford, Blackshear, Georgia, brings you the 18th annual Willie Todd Memorial Rodeo, T&T Arena on Hortense Road in Scriven, Georgia. October the 14th and 15th, Friday and Saturday night. Gospel singing at 6:30. Preacher Mickey Tomberlin preaching the horseback at 7:30, and the rodeo starts at 8 o'clock sharp. The admission's still just $10, the same thing it was 18 years ago. And folks, if you think Elvis really died way back when they put it in the newspapers, just come to Scriven and see the real Elvis when he shows up. It's going to be a good time in the old town of Scriven, Georgia, October the 14th and 15th, Friday and Saturday night. Rodeo at 8 o'clock by title sponsor Mike Birch Ford, Blackshear, Georgia.
Come enjoy the 18th annual Willie Todd Memorial Rodeo, October 14th and 15th in Scriven, Georgia. Admission just $10. Gates open at 6 p.m. Rodeo begins at 8.
Final notes in news again. Wayne County Schools closed today and tomorrow, but the board meeting tomorrow at 6 o'clock is still scheduled and will take place at the Tech Center. Again, on the agenda, student services, information on CCRPI scores for Martha Williams, Martha Puckett of Wayne County High School. Also, facilities discussion update on Martha Ross Smith construction. Also, approval of the July financial statements and board policies, executive session. Again, the board meeting is still planned to take place tomorrow at the Tech Center at 6 p.m. Tomorrow is an important date, as that's the deadline for registering to vote or update your voters file for the November 8th presidential election. Again, the deadline is tomorrow, October the 11th. Applications are available at the post office, tag office, Jesup Building, Scriven City Halls, or the registrar's office. And if you have any questions, call the registrar's office at 427-5950. But again, if you want to vote in the presidential election and are not registered, tomorrow is the last day to do so. Election date is quickly approaching, as Tuesday, November 8th is right around the corner. Here locally, they're going to have a forum at the Coastal Pines Technical College on Tuesday, October 18th, sponsored by the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce. It's a quarterly membership luncheon. Again, all 4 candidates will be on hand, the 2 sheriff candidates and the 2 city commissioner candidates. Again, the fee membership for chamber members is $25, for guests $35. Again, if you need more information, contact the chamber at 427-2028. 18th annual Lean Todd Memorial Rodeo still set for this weekend, Friday and Saturday, October 14th and 15th. Performances nightly at 8 p.m., gospel singing at 6:30, Cowboy Church at 7:30. Tickets for adults $10, kids $7, under 6 admitted free. And also, again, a reminder, the Boys and Girls Club is closed today because they have no power. Again, if they open this week, they'll let us know, but as of today, they're closed until further notice. That's going to do it for the latest in local news. Sports comes your way in a few minutes. Bob Morgan, have a great day.
You've been listening to local news on WIFO.
Advance Healthcare Center on South 1st Street in Jesup is your one-stop health shop for most all your healthcare needs. They offer same-day appointments, and walk-ins are welcome for medical, chiropractic,